some campaign material. A spokesman said today nothing too sensitive was stolen. A similar break-in happened at that building before it housed the Obama offices. The president's decision to commute the prison sentence of former White House aide Louis Scooter Libby has managed to ruffle feathers on both sides of the aisle, galvanizing some loyal Republicans and enraging some liberal Democrats. So is the matter closed, or is there more to come in the Scooter Libby case? Joining us now, April Ryan from American Urban Radio and Mike Allen from thepolitico.com. First, April, we got to give you an atta-girl because a couple of weeks ago you predicted that Scooter Libby, his sentence would be commuted. So great for you. And Mike and I sit corrected here. We want to talk first, though. What do you think is going to happen now? Will there be a pardon in the future?
Well, my sources are telling me, indeed, if he does petition the president for one, that there could be one, indeed, at the very end of the administration to include the very last day. As this administration has said, like the former Clinton administration, they gave a fire sale on pardons, and this could indeed possibly be the case for this administration as well.
Mike, what do you think? He's already paid the $250,000 fine. He's 2 years probation left for Scooter Libby, but he doesn't go to jail. Do you think a full pardon might be coming his way?
Well, I think it might be, and I don't know why the president didn't do it before. April was right. She said that he would be commuted, not pardoned, and for that, we have a little blue box for your new baby. But the president should, April always says, ask Black America, but the president is paying the same price that he would have paid for a full pardon, and he should have just gotten it over with. I think we should leave open the possibility for some technical, legal reason they're doing this way, but to an outsider, how it looks, he might as well have gone ahead.
No, Mike. I'm going to tell you this.
That's inside the Beltway thinking, April.
Okay, inside the Beltway thinking, but what my sources are telling me, it would have been political suicide for the president to do that. It would have been so much fighting from Capitol Hill to Pennsylvania Avenue 1600. What happens is with the commutation, he still has to pay a fine. He still has the conviction on the books to make it seem like he's suffering.
Talk to your relatives out in the country. People don't see it that way. People see this people see this as insiders doing favors for each other, and you might as well have done the whole thing. This way, conservatives who would have been thrilled with the pardon are tepid.
Well, I'm not saying the pardon is not going to come for Scoot as we call him. The pardon will probably come if he does petition the president. It will probably come later on in the administration. They're fighting so much right now, they want to keep the peace as much as they can here in Washington.
The great thing about being in 26, you don't have to worry about going to 23.
Okay. Okay. Let's talk about Bush's. We're switching topics a lot here. We're going to go to Bush's relationship with world leaders because he was just in Kennebunkport with Russian President Vladimir Putin. There's a new leader in England, Gordon Brown. There's a leader in France, Nicolas Sarkozy. So with Tony Blair gone, who is Bush's closest international ally, Mike?
Well, a very underreported story is that the president is now doing better on continental Europe than he has in years. In France, people can completely see a Sarkozy-Bush relationship along the lines of the Blair-Bush relationship. And I can tell you, people who have seen Sicko, the France that they see in Sicko is the Michael Moore movie is pre-Sarkozy. Jesus are coming, baby. He also now has an ally in Germany.
Run out of time.
Well, let me say this real fast. It's not necessarily about the personalities. It's about the issues of the day. The top issue of rock. Many world leaders are trying to make sure they're standing with their people. The Pew Research polls are showing that most people around the world are against the U.S., especially on the Iraq war.
Who's his greatest ally, do you think?
He lost his best friend, Tony Blair. So right now he's trying to find one.
But he has new friends in Germany and France.
Okay, thank you.
See.
And Middle East countries that need him to protect them against Iran.
We'll continue on with this while we go on. Thank you, Mike Allen and April Ryan.
Have a great week.
You
too. A case of apparent reverse voter discrimination unfolding in Mississippi. A federal judge Friday ruled that a black voting official acted intentionally to impede participation of white voters. The case is a civil matter and carries no criminal punishment. However, both sides must present the court with ways to end voter discrimination in that Mississippi town by July 29th. An Ohio murder suspect hiding in Cyprus finds a loophole in their extradition laws. Will this alleged murderer go free? And hundreds were killed in a string of attacks across Iraq yesterday. But instead of targeting cities like Baghdad, the attacks have moved to outlying villages. We'll have the latest. And sales rocket for the Nintendo Wii. You may think you know who's buying it, but you may have no idea. We'll look into it just ahead.
There may be better ways to spend 15 minutes online.